Hey, beautiful people. My name's Allison. I come to you from my living room because that's where everyone should be, or at least somewhere in their house. Um, but I've been wanting to make these videos for a long time now. I've always been too nervous or unsure that somebody would be interested in what I had to say or share. But then I realized I'm just being stubborn, making up excuses when there's really no good excuse not to do something you want to do. And so I've learned that is just go for it. Never hold back, and I'm just going to lay it all out there. This channel is going to be pretty much real, raw, and who knows what's going to happen type channel. Because we're going to be doing some arts and crafts, some DIY projects or attempts, some product reviews. I have some stories that I would enjoy telling y'all eventually that are really fun to tell, and they're just flat out funny. Throw some music in here every now and then because music is a ginormous part of my life. We're just going to have some good laughs and some epic fails on this fun life journey of mine. And as this world collides into this spiral of unknown, I have some advice to handle it. Because most people aren't used to being stuck at home and not knowing what to do with their day. Because either they're at school or work or out and about with friends. And right now, that's not possible. So I have some ideas that I would love to share with you guys on things to keep you active. So, reorganization of your cabinets that you've been putting off, going through closets and getting rid of things that you have been dying to get rid of that you don't need anymore, but don't have the time to get through everything and get rid of it. Now's your chance. Now is your time to seize the moments and reorganize your house. Do those projects that you've been wanting to do around the house but been postponing because there hasn't been a lot of time because of everything of life. And now there's all the time in the world to just sit back and enjoy the fun things of reorganization. Yeah. And now, once you are done with that, you can sit back, watch some TV, have some laughs at that. But you don't want to do that a lot. You don't want to just binge watch shows all the time, because that will get boring and it would not be fun. You will start going into this lazy slump, which can possibly lead to anxiety, which can lead to depression, or just depression in general. And we don't want that. Depression is not a fun thing to deal with, especially at this time, because you probably already have anxiety happening with all the sanitization rules that are happening right now. So that's probably giving you some anxiety. And the last thing you need is more anxiety because you are binge watching and bored out of your mind. So get active. If it's doing cleaning around the house or doing some exercises inside, do that. If the weather permits, go outside. At least 15 minutes a day outdoors in the fresh air is really good for your mental health. So go outside, sit on the porch, enjoy the weather. Enjoy the moments with your kids. Go ride a bike. If you have a dog or a cat, get them on a walk. Yes, I know taking cats on walks can be a little bit tricky every now and then, getting that harness on them, but you have time now to work on getting them used to it, getting them outside, and enjoying it. And then on top of that, as we are talking about animals, why not teach them tricks? The tricks that you see your friends' animals do, and you're like, man, that'd be so much fun if my animal could do that. Go ahead, throw it out there. Go have some fun with it. Do that off leash training that you've been wanting to do so you can take your dog on a hike and not have to worry about having a leash and knowing your dog is going to come back. So do that off leash training. Do just fun activities with your animals, because you're not used to being around them all the time, and they're not used to you being around all the time. So also remember to give them their space when needed. And as you can see, my dog's right there. So give your animals the space that they need. Just be mindful of them. Be mindful of yourself. That is also a very key thing. Being mindful of yourself. See what you need to stay happy. Because when you're happy, you're typically healthier. At least that's what I've learned in the past. And now still in the present. If you're happy, your health is going to be better. You're going to feel better. Your household will feel better. The energy around you will be happier. And you won't be in this slump of, ugh, look at all this craziness happening around me. And you won't get caught up in it. Because trust me, it is so easy to get caught up in all this craziness. Stay active. Stay active. Stay active. That is key. And so as time goes by and you're trying to figure out what to do, pull out those board games that you have in the closet that you haven't played in a while. Pull those out, have some family time. Just laugh, enjoy these moments that you haven't been able to have with your family for a while. And just make sure you give everybody their own little space too, because sometimes it's not easy to be stuck in a house with your family members that you are not used to being stuck in the house with. So just be courteous, be kind, be selfless. And then routine. Make sure you have that routine down. If you are working from home, make sure you have a routine of getting up in the morning, just like you would do if you were getting up to go to the office. Do what you would normally do. Have a nice quiet spot for your work that is not in bed, because that is a horrible, horrible idea to do, is to work in bed, because it just makes you really tired. And also make sure the kids know when you're at work and when you're at home, because they're used to you leaving and going to work and not having you around. So they might come and bother you as you work. So make sure you have those boundaries with your partner, with your kiddos. Just make sure they're there. That way you are able to be productive and get your work done and be healthy. And finally, make sure you take those breaks. Take those breaks to get up and walk around the house, get up and go get a snack, get something to drink. That way you don't get burnt out. We don't need burnout happening, and it's very easy to do. So make sure you take those breaks. And then just have fun. I'm sorry, I'm looking at a list of topics that I have written down to talk about. Another fun thing to do is learning something new. Uh, learn the languages that you've always wanted to learn. Learn a new hobby that you've always wanted to try. New life skills. Teach those kiddos those life skills. Ironing, washing, cleaning, mopping, all that. Go ahead and teach them that while they are no longer in school. And just have fun with it. And keep your mind going. Read that new book you got or heard about. Um, and just cherish this time with your loved ones. Because if you don't, you might look back at this and be like, man, I had this time with my family and I didn't take it. So take it. Don't live with that regret. Have fun. And thank y'all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Stay safe, stay kind, and stay beautiful.